Trojan Philly, what's up, man? USCJ here. It's the top of the morning. It's the top of the morning. Listen, I hope everybody is getting ready to get up, get out, and make some things happen this morning. Listen, we got to talk about USC having a big time weekend. Listen, it's about to be go time. It's about to be on and popping. It's about to be on and cracking. USC hosts multiple guys this weekend. Listen, we hadn't had a weekend like this in some time. Some are 2024 commits, and then some are transfer portal guys that are getting ready to try to move and groove in the direction of USC football, man. So you guys can hit me in the comment section. You guys can tell me what you think. I've done a couple of videos on a couple of these guys already, so you guys should be familiar. I just want to go over some of their names, and then also I want to talk about the situation, the fallout that's going on with Florida State. Florida State, can they possibly sit out this bowl game? That's a great question because you guys already know Florida State was absolutely done wrong. Everybody knows it. You got a team like Alabama that comes out of nowhere, ranked number 8 in the country. Then they pass a team like Florida State, who was already ranked 5th, and just to make the SEC be able to get in this game, man. So you guys can hit me in the comments. You guys can tell me what you think. Everybody is essentially lost in the sauce. Well, a lot of people, other than most of the SEC people, the media, well, not all of the media, but fan bases across the country, they're absolutely outraged. I see where DeSantos, I believe he's the senator for the state of Florida. It looks like he's ready to almost take action. But there's a report that came out of Athlon Sports. The media, they canceled Florida State rather canceled their press conference with Georgia, and that is a telling sign. And so this Athlon Sports article is kind of alluding to that. It could possibly be a no-go for Florida State, man. Let's take a look at that information, but then let's take a look at some of the guys that's going to be here this weekend. The first on the list is going to be a guy by the name of Dominique Kurtz. He's a big-time defensive lineman, 2024 prospect. It's going to be straight up go time with him. He's committed to University of Washington, and so USC has an opportunity. Look, I don't think he would even try to attempt to make a trip if he wasn't interested, but he is an absolute monster, and I think USC can try to seal the deal. You guys already know they get lost in the USC love sauce. You guys know how they do it. They get them around the hotel, they get them moving and grooving, and they show them all around campus, and they show them all the opportunities that are surrounded around the University of Southern California. So that is one guy. And then you got another guy. I did a video on him, Minnesota commit. This guy's a massive size guy. And excuse me, he's a D-line prospect as well. His name is Jade Absari, and I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. But he will be here. He is a massive size guy, already committed to University of Minnesota, so he will be here as well. And then a three-star offensive lineman. I think he's standing at 6'6". He is a massive size guy. I hope I don't butcher his name, but it's Kalolo Tagat. I think that's how you pronounce it. Forgive me, man, if you hear me. I might have butchered your name, but that is him. And then you have a Lorenzo Cohen, 3-star University of Kentucky commit. He's an edge guy. He's going to be here as well. And you're going to have one more guy. You're going to have a Western Kentucky defensive back. He's in the transfer portal, but he will be here. Upton Stout. So he will be here as well. And I think it's straight up go time with him as well. So, man, you guys hit me in the comment section. You guys tell me what you think about that. Also, UCLA, Deanton Lynn. Let's take a look at some information that he had as well. He's on the radar as well. When you're talking about his defense, they had a list that came out yesterday with PFF, the top teams that are that pressure. You guys know we started off early. You had guys like Bear Alexander, Jamil Muhammad, all those guys with the big time pressure, but things kind of died out. But look, UCLA is leading the country right now at 292 pressures. PFF came with that number. Florida State is going to be number 2 at 289. Texas is going to be number 3 at 289. That's actually tied up with them. And then you're going to have Oregon with 286. And then following them is going to be Clemson at 278. They're tied with Louisville at 278. Then Miami at 270. And then Notre Dame, they rounded off with the top list at 267. So UCLA last year was leading the country, and it's all about the scheme. It's the scheme that presents the problem. You guys already know UCLA came from 93rd, I believe, to number 11th in total defense. So look, that's another stat, another nugget that you guys, USC fans, should be absolutely excited about. That UCLA was leading the country. We only this is the one time that we could be excited about UCLA, and something they did, and that was this stat right here. Given the fact that now DeAnton Lynn is absolutely with USC football now. Now let's take a look real quick. I want to just briefly get into some of this article, and it's coming from Athlon Sports, and it's talking about Florida State. It goes on to talk about Florida State could possibly boycott. And this is a rumor though. It's Florida State could possibly boycott the Orange Bowl. You guys know they're supposed to be matched up against Georgia, and I've seen some stuff on Twitter, man. That's that some suggest that Florida State is scared. I mean, but if I was them, you know what, possibly boycott. But it's so much money involved with these bowl games and these bowl matchups. But here it is right here. This is from Athlon Sports. The Orange Bowl has canceled its scheduled press conference with Florida State head coach Mike Norvell and Georgia head coach Kirby Smart, per Tim Reynolds, AP News. The reason for this cancellation has not yet been revealed, but fans and analysts from around the college football world have a few ideas in mind. So, look, are they going to boycott? I mean, is it worth the boycott at this point? I mean, you guys hit me in the comments. You guys can tell me what you think. The situation is pretty serious, given the fact that, and you've seen it. I think I showed you guys a video how Florida State was absolutely lost in the sauce once they heard the announcement that Georgia was going to be making the bowl game, making the excuse me, not Georgia, that Alabama was going to skip them and make it, man. And it's so much SEC bias. And now I'm starting to see reports that ESPN is actually I can't remember. This is not verbatim. I don't want to say the wrong thing, but supposedly ESPN is being investigated for having it staged already. Apparently, this is allegedly having this thing staged. Where you see the helmets with Kirk Herbstreit sitting there, like it's almost like they already knew that this was going to be the matchup, and so it looks like this situation is getting serious, and it seems like day by day something's unfolding with that, and people are absolutely outraged. But here's the thing. I'm gonna let you guys take a look at this. It says this is so incredibly dumb if they're actually boycotting the game. Another added. Now here's the thing. Many feel Florida State could be staging a boycott after their college football playoff. Here's what somebody says. If I'm an SFU fan, I just don't show up. Now, here's the thing. This is my opinion on this. If you boycott the game, you boycott it now. Don't boycott it when you got fans from all over the country, Georgia fans. You got media. You got all of that. Don't go and boycott it when people have put, flu ticket, plane tickets. You got media. You got everybody there. Don't do it then, because that to me that is an inconsiderate. That's being very inconsiderate, and that would be an absolute problem. So look, you guys drop those comments. Let me know what you think about Florida State possibly boycott. If they boycott, you guys agree they should do it now. Don't wait to the game. Don't make people come from around the world, because you got Georgia fans that are innocent. They have absolutely nothing to do with this. But this is the SEC allegedly being in bed with ESPN and the College Football Playoff Committee. It looks like they got some investigation stuff going on with it. So you guys give me the comments. You guys can tell me what you think. Listen, that's all I got for you today. Look, we can possibly expect some commitments coming this weekend for all these guys that we got coming up this weekend, making a visit. Listen, I'm out of here. Until later on, everybody stay blessed. Don't forget, make sure you get up, get out, and make some things happen. Until later on, fight on, fight on, fight on.